All right, so a real quick video on today's lab, which is a virtual lab. It happens to be on pages 17 and 18 in your packet. So you might take that out. And I found out the current URL no longer works. So don't use the URL that I have right up here, this bit.ly URL, but go ahead and use tinyurl.com and then /BurkettLeChat for just LeChatelier. And there are, I think there's only 4 that you're going to do if you go to page 2. So you're not going to do all 6 of these, but when you click on or type in tinyurl.com /BurkettLeChat, notice experiment 1 is going to be right here. So it's this cobalt system, and you're just going to click on that little link, and it's going to take you here. What you might want to do is write down this equation, maybe right here, like under number 2. So I can just jot it really quickly. So I got CoCl4. With a -2 charge, plus 6 waters, and that is in equilibrium with cobalt, 6 waters of +2 charge, plus 4 Cl minuses, plus heat, just showing that it's exothermic. And then I'm just going to write, like on this side, it is red. And this side, this cobalt 4 chloride is blue. All right. So if you notice, our picture is purple. So we would say that currently we are at equilibrium. There must be equal parts CoCl4 2- and CoH2O 6 2+. And notice there's 5 things we're going to do. We're going to heat it, we're going to cool it, we're going to add KCl, we're going to add water, and we're going to add silver nitrate solution. So all you're going to do is you're just going to click on one of these little icons. So heating, I'm going to click on the Bunsen burner, and it's going to show me 2 pictures. It's going to show me originally this was purple. Okay, once I added heat, it turned to blue. So my observation is simply going to be just like the color change that you see. So blue. Note that you will lose points under explanation if you simply write shifts left. Because you wrote blue, I know it shifts left. Blue is on the left-hand side. Okay. If you want to do, instead of observation, instead of doing blue, if you just want to put an arrow that is shifting to the left, that's completely fine. So either of these 2 things is good, blue or an arrow. But my explanation is going to be a little more in-depth. It might be tough for some of you to fit in this little box, so feel free to go outside the box. But an explanation for this one might be something like exothermic reactions. Okay. Well, maybe let's erase that. Well, I guess we'll do it like that. Exothermic reactions shift left. If heat added since heat is a product, or something along those lines. Okay, so notice heat over here is on the right-hand side, and again, remember with LeChatelier, add opposite. Okay, add and opposite both start with vowels. So if heat is on the right, and it's listed on the right based on our equation, if I add heat to an exothermic reaction, it's going to shift left. Okay. If heat happened to be on the left side and I added it, it's going to shift right. So it depends on where the word heat is. On the second one, we can go back, and obviously if I cool this, it should go red. So we can either do an arrow to the right or write the word red. Again, you don't have to do both. And in your explanation, so exothermic reactions, if we cool them down, it's as if we are removing heat. So remove shifts to same side. So remove, same, but start with consonants. Just like add opposite, both start with vowels. And you're just going to explain that here. Okay. Notice on this adding silver nitrate, it's the only tricky one. There's a little note here, and I would pay attention if there's other notes. Silver ions. Okay, so look, nitrate right here is always soluble. So if we're adding silver nitrate, we're really just adding Na or Ag pluses. So silver ions react with chloride ions to form the insoluble compound silver chloride. So if I click on this one, notice it goes red, so this shifts to the right. Okay, and what's happening is these silver ions, okay, so silver reacts with Cl minus to form AgCl. And if you look in the picture right over here, you can kind of see there's like some, there's some precipitate at the bottom of our test tube. So there's some white solid there. So Ag reacts with silver chloride or with chloride to form AgCl, removing Cl from the right side, removing or effectively removing Cl from right side. And if we remove from the right, it's going to shift to the right. Okay. So under the explanation, don't tell me that it shifts. Tell me why it shifts. Okay. So you're going to do that on it looks like experiment 1, experiment 2, experiment 3, and 4. Okay, so we're going to omit 5 and 6. It gets fairly repetitive. So again, we're not doing Roman numeral 5, Roman numeral 6, but you're doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that is your lab today. Go into the gradebook as the lab. Grade, obviously feel free to work together, but you'll need a laptop between 2 people. But talk about stuff, agree on an answer. If you have questions, you can ask the substitute. But that is your assignment for today.